Welcome back, everybody, here with us here at Cape Rugby TV. Don't forget, of course, cyber-smart internet service providers, of course, on board with Cape Rugby TV. Go and visit their website, www.cybersmart.co.za, and, of course, CyberSmart has everything that you need to make sure that your internet service provisions, your website, your internet security, your emails, your hosting, it can all be taken care of by CyberSmart. And you know you've got a good, reliable company to be working with. Score energy drinks on board with Western Province Club Rugby, and every week we give you an opportunity to win yourself a case of Score energy drinks. And let's take a look, of course, at this week's Score competition. It's the Spot the Team. It runs on Facebook. Just tell us, who is this team that you see on screen here now? Yeah, you all know then. I think the clue, Jerome, that I'm going to give is that they had a good outing at City Park this past weekend.
Yeah, no, they had a very, very good outing.
Yeah.
And they're out somewhere in the other side.
Not too far away from your women's rugby academy.
Not too far from there. Yeah.
Not too far away. All right, folks. Yeah, enter our competition on Facebook, www.facebook.com/Cape Rugby TV. And congratulations to last week's winner, Darren Kluter. Darren, you are the winner of this week's case of Score energy drinks. And we will reach out to you on Facebook Messenger so that you can come and collect your case of Score. Folks, last week was a big competition, of course, at City Park. And one of the teams that was out there and was really performing with the fans in their droves was Primrose, as they played into the finals last week. Let's take a look. Folks, there you go. That's, of course, Primrose against Franschhoek. And just a big thanks, of course, to Supersport Schools for supporting Western Province Rugby and supplying us with the videos that you saw there. Jerome, I think Primrose is still celebrating.
Yeah, no, definitely still. But it's going to be time for them to switch their focus now, because it's serious stuff next year.
Yeah.
To get to the... It's good for the guys to take a little bit of a break, but then just get back to reality. Reality check is next year. You want to stay into Super A, regarding your recruitment,
Yeah.
regarding your pre-season, your off-season, your in-season, what you do. So it's a lot of work for them to do, but well done for them for going to Super A. They work hard.
So you're talking about this lot of work stuff. A lot of clubs are already talking about preparing for next year. They're talking already about their off-season training, their strength and conditioning. This is already happening.
Yeah, it is, and we are having this strength and conditioning tomorrow evening with all the clubs and the SNC coaches and the coaches. We refer Chappie and Will, the conditioning coaches of the Stormers. Just going to give them an idea how to start your pre-season and what they do in the in-season, and now obviously off-season, how to take what work the guys can do in the off-season, and then when they start. So yeah, it's tomorrow evening.
So this is tomorrow night at Newlands. You've got a workshop for the strength and conditioning coaches?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And then, of course, you've got some more strength and conditioning courses still coming up in the year.
Yeah, so then after this, it's just an introduction, and then we obviously want to see where they are and just go further. Yeah.
All right, folks, so that's, of course, at Newlands this coming weekend. We will talk about the Gold Cup in a second, but one of the teams, or at least the two teams that were in the finals then last week, were two of South Africa's oldest rugby teams. And a lot of people have been asking us, can they please see some of these highlights again? Of course, I had the chairman of the Villagers Rugby Football Club, Anton Kuzner, in studio with us last week. But here are some of the highlights for you. This is Villagers against Hamiltons in the finals at City Park last week. All right, there we go. Congratulations then once again to Villagers Rugby Football Club. Villagers, of course, walks away as the winners of Super League A 2025. And at the same time, big thumbs up to Hamiltons and all the other teams. We will still show you some more of those highlights in the weeks to come. But yes, again, thank you to Supersport Schools for providing that footage. Jerome, Villagers and Hamiltons, a few of they're busy at the moment. It's Gold Cup time. Villagers taking their first win last week against, I believe, Swallows from the Eastern Cape.
Yeah, they beat Swallows by far, but I think about 90 points. So well done to them. And then Hamiltons are also on playing this weekend. So hopefully, because we haven't, in a while, we haven't seen success in the Gold Cup with the Western Province team. So hopefully one of them will do us proud this year.
Yeah, and I believe, if I've got it right, Villagers this Saturday at 1 p.m., folks, at Brookside. So if you want to go and watch Villagers, we're not sure of the Hamilton's fixtures, but at home, Villagers Saturday 1 p.m. playing in the Gold Cup. And of course, invitation is open to everybody from Western Province Rugby to come and watch. Anyone who's watching, you want to see some really good rugby? Villagers this weekend in the Gold Cup at Brookside. Jerome, your rugby plans for the weekend?
Hopefully go watch some Gold Cup rugby.
Yeah.
But some rugby.
Well, I'm thinking that you're going to have to maybe think about driving between Paarl and the Gold Cup. And of course, Helderberg.
Helderberg also, there's also rugby Saturday. So there is rugby. So
there's
wherever I'll go, I'll be at the rugby field.
And just the last question again, your women's rugby under 20 side, when will they be playing in their first competition?
They start next Monday. They start their first game in Johannesburg.
Already?
The competition starts, yeah.
So next week, Monday, our Western Province under 20 women's side in action. And we're looking forward to their progress, especially with them at the Rhino Academy. So it's going to be good.
They were the winners of last year's SA competition. So hopefully we can do the same.
Yeah.
But last year, a lot of the under 20s were playing in the Currie Cup for the senior women also. So yeah, it's a few of them still left. So hopefully they can do us proud again.
All right, folks. We'll see you again next week, same time, same place. Have a fantastic rugby weekend. Bye-bye.